Hey everybody, and welcome to another Cricut craft tutorial. I apologize for today's setup, but it is hotter than Hades up in this craft room, and I was not putting my hair down for video, and I look like a hot mess. So, today I'm going to show you guys this really adorable new product called the Beach Bestie. It's also called a Beach Spike. This is from 651. And I love this product. It's really cute. You can stick it in the sand. You can see it's got this nice little bottom. It's also, I tested it in softer ground like my grass. It worked fine. This is the periwinkle color. And then we used a printed patterned adhesive vinyl and then some of the StarCraft vinyl to add the beach please, just to make it a little more personalized. The great thing with this is it does have a little holder here for your sunglasses. Keep those out of the sand or the grass. And then it also has a cell phone holder, so you can keep that out of the sun or the grass. It holds most cell phones. This does have a rather large case on it, and it is a Galaxy 9S, so it's a big phone. These off, and then you can get from 651, they have the SVG for the wrap portion. So I'm going to show you guys how to download that and how to apply. In order to get the template to cover your Beach Bestie and make it really, really pretty, you could use a patterned vinyl, you could use glitter. We're going to use that pattern that I showed you here in the beginning. So you're going to go to the 651 vinyl website and you'll go to blanks, and it's going to bring down this pull down menu and click on Beach Spikes. The first option of the Beach Spike menu is the SVG to download that template. And you can see that it comes in 5 different colors. You have white, aqua, coral, green, and then we are working with the periwinkle. So go ahead and click on that little box, and you'll see that it tells you a little bit about how to use the template. So you don't need to resize it or anything like that, which is really, really nice. So you're going to click here to download the SVG template files. And you can put that in any folder, but I always just put it into my Cricut folder. You're going to click Save. And once it's saved, depending on your computer, now mine puts them down here in the bottom. It's just a settings thing you can do. But I'm going to just open that, and you'll see that it has each of the files that you need. So you've got the back, the front, and the sides. And you saw in the preview that it has that little pocket that will hold most cell phones. So that's going to be part of that. So you'll want to make sure you get all of them. So select all of your files and click Extract. And it's going to ask you where you want to extract your file to. And I'm going to extract it to my Cricut folder. So we're going to go ahead and you can just click right here where it says Cricut. And you should be able to search for your cup holder SVG. So I'm just going to search cup holder, and you'll see there are our 3 files. You don't need this anymore, and you don't need this anymore, so we can get rid of both of those. And we're going to go over to upload because we need to upload our templates. So we're going to click on Upload Image and Browse, and you'll go to your Cricut folder, and you're going to just search cup holder. Now you'll want to remember which one you have uploaded because you'll need to do each one individually. So we're going to do the front first. You don't have to do anything fancy with these. You can just upload them and click Save. And you'll do that for each of your parts to your image. So you're going to do the sides. Go ahead, click Save. Upload image, find the front. So you're going to go cup holder. And then you're going to do the back one, and then you're going to click Save. And once you have all of your pieces to your cup holder, you can select them all by holding Control and clicking on each one, and then you just click Insert Images. You do not want to resize these at all because they are already pre-sized to fit on your Beach Bestie. But you can move them around if you want to make sure everything loaded, and you can see what they look like. And you can always load a pattern if you want, or change their color if you just want to see what they might look like in another color. But we're just using a printed patterned vinyl that we got from 651. It is their citrus pattern. It's really pretty. It's so summery. Now, because we all know we all like to be a little bit extra, you can easily add another design, and you'll have a little template that shows you exactly how big you can make your design. So I'm just going to put, let's do Beach Please. I just think that'll be cute and really sassy, and we're going to do it in a purple glitter, which is going to be a StarCraft Magic, and I believe it's the Deceit. So I'm just going to change this to purple just to kind of, so I can see how big I want to make it, and actually I think that's a pretty good size. So we're going to go ahead and change the font just to something a little more fun. I had this really cute balloon one, but I'm not sure if I have it on this computer or not. I just want something kind of fun and chunky and girly. If I can't find it, I will show you guys real quick. If you don't have a font, how easily you can download it and then just reopen your design space. I don't see it because it would have been up here by now. So what we'll do here is we're just going to save this, and I'm just going to save it as Beach Bestie. Maybe. Helps if you are actually on the saver thing. So what you'll do is you save that, and while that's saving, I always go over to my font website. I use defont.com a lot. They have a lot of really cute fonts, and I swear the font was Balloon something, so I'm going to just look up Balloon and see if I can find what I'm looking for. I swear it was like Balloon something. I could be way off, but they have a lot of really, really cute fonts, and I found some really fun, I don't know what it is, but you can go through and look up all kinds of different fonts, so you can like look for theme, and a lot of times these retro ones are so fun. They have such cute little designs. And so if you decide you want one of these, let's just find one really quick that is like going to be appropriate for this. Give me 1 second here. I'm sure we'll find something. They have so many fun ones. Like this Airstream one, adorable. Let's do that one. So what you want to do is make sure this has saved, and you're going to just close your design space. You can tell it leave, that's fine. You'll click on download. And again, I save most of my stuff into my Cricut folder just so it's all in one place. It's going to open, it's going to save down here just like it did with the Beach Bestie. But this one you don't have to necessarily extract it. You can just open it and you can just click install. Mine doesn't make me extract my files. Some computers do, so keep that in mind. If it won't install for you, you may just need to extract it. So then we can just go right back over into Design Space. You can close out your font website. There's a lot of different places to get free fonts, 1001 Fonts, Font Squirrel, DeFont, there's a bunch. Font Bundles sometimes has some really cool ones. So you'll just reopen the project you were just in. And we are going to change the font on the Beach Please. So you can go ahead and let this load, and you'll select your font, and then you can come over here. And we know that it was called Airstream. So we'll just look up Airstream. And it's going to change the color. I hate that it does that, but it does. So you can just change it back to the purple. And I'm going to change the letter spacing on it. It's a little spaced out. So you can just go up here to the top and click the letter spacing and just space it down. I have noticed in some of the updates, it is really, really slow when you're trying to click it. So you may just want to put a number in, but I'm just going to keep clicking it because I've pretty much accepted it. All right, so we're good here. And you can always change it. Like if you wanted to see what it looked like if you didn't do all caps, you can just change it really quick and just see if you like that better. And I actually do. So let's change it just to lowercase. We'll just capitalize the first letter in each word. And I'm going to change the line spacing because it's really far apart. So what you can do is just come up here. The line spacing, it takes a lot to change it and make them really close. So like I'll just start at like a -3 and see if that's pretty good. So we'll go ahead and do that. I think that looks pretty gosh darn good. So now we'll click Make It, and you'll see the black is going to be our pattern vinyl. And what I love about this is that it makes it so that everything's really close so you don't waste a lot of your vinyl, which is really, really nice because this is super cute. And when you go to cut this, you're going to cut it face up and just on the regular vinyl setting. So you're going to cut pattern side up, regular vinyl setting. And then we're doing this one in that sparkle purple. Again, it's going to be the same setting, vinyl setting. So it's really easy to do. I'm not going to make you guys watch me cut this. So we're just going to go ahead and continue, and I will show you guys when we're ready to apply. We're ready to put on our transfer tape, and we have our Beach Bestie. We did wipe this down with alcohol. I do that with everything that I'm going to apply vinyl to. It just helps get any oils off, dust, dirt, things like that, cat hair. Got a lot of that in this house. So all I'm using is a medium tack by 651, and just give me a second, I gotta find the end of it. This is my favorite transfer tape. I think it works really, really well. Except when I rip it, which I just did. But that's okay. It happens. So I have to find the end because I don't always cut this like in a straight line. So I sometimes will have like chunks of it. So what I do sometimes to lay out my transfer tape, and a lot of people want to know how I do these. So I'm going to do this for you. And I know that's, sorry, that's really loud. So what I'll do is I'll take my transfer tape and I lay it so that it is sticky side up on my table. And then I'll just take whatever I'm transferring and I just set it down right on the transfer tape. I know you guys couldn't see that one, but I set it face down just on the transfer tape. Anywhere is fine. Anywhere you can fit it, basically. And then you can just cut around your pieces so that you don't waste a ton of transfer tape by cutting out, you know, big chunks of it. I just cut out these small bits that I'm using. And you can always reuse some of these pieces, but for this one, we're just going to go ahead and use a new piece for each of them. So once I've done that portion, I'll flip it over, and you can see that they all have their transfer tape on them. Let me grab a squeegee. And then all I do is I just take my squeegee, and I just press my designs down to my transfer tape. And it's okay if the transfer tape sticks to your table that you're using. It's not really going to damage it. I mean, unless your table's, you know, really terrible. But this is a tabletop from IKEA. So it's really nice. So I just take my transfer tape and I just do that. Just blow off any of the extra hair. And then all you do is you can just take the edge and find an edge. And I just flip my transfer tape up, and then I just cut out each of my pieces. It's super easy this way, in my opinion. I think it goes really quickly. Like I said, you save a little bit of transfer tape doing it this way rather than having a piece that maybe you cut way too big for something. So you're just gonna kind of cut along the edges of all of them, and then you have each of your individual pieces ready to go. Now this portion here is kind of a personal preference with how you want to line up your vinyl. So depending on, so if you look, it goes this way. You could make a whole lemon by doing them on the sides, but you don't have to do that. You can kind of do them however you wish to, and nobody's really going to notice. So you're just going to peel off your backing. And I like the Beach Bestie because it sits really nice and evenly on the ground, so it's not like wobbling around, which I love. And you're just going to line it up best you can here. And I think I did a terrible job lining, but that's alright. Oh, it's not bad. It's a little off, but nobody will notice except me, and I will never, ever notice. Because remember, you're always your worst critic. So do that one, and then this part gets a little bit wonky just because of how it sits, but you can always use like your squeegees. You can put two squeegees down and it'll hold it up. Let me grab another one and I'll show you guys. If you have two squeegees, a lot of times you can actually use those to kind of balance it out a little bit better so that it's not totally rolling all over your table. And you can see there, balances it really nice. And then this one, this bigger piece, is going to be your front to your phone holder. I'll try to do a better job lining this one up, guys. It's not easy. It's not real bright in my room today, so it's super gloomy outside. So this Beach Bestie is really getting me in the mood for summer. We haven't really had one yet. It's been the rainy season, which I was unaware that we had, but apparently we do now. How's your weather been? Hopefully not as rainy as here because everything's wet. And there is the front piece. And you're just going to set your extra transfer tape to the side. And then you're going to do the next side. And again, it doesn't matter which way you put the next side on. You can flip it over if you want, if you just want the lemons to be a certain way. It doesn't totally matter. It's all a personal preference. So we'll go ahead and peel that off. Oops. I didn't do a very good job sticking that one down. Let me go back over that one with my squeegee. Did get a little bubble in this one. I can press that out, or I can just pop it with my pin tool. So we'll probably just pop it. And then this one is going to be your wrap piece. So with this one being so large, I will recommend that you just sort of take it slow. And you'll notice there's a slight curve to this one, which I really like because it's going to make it sit nice and neat. And so you just want to make sure when you do this that you have it lined up fairly centered on your item here, on your beach bestie. And then as I go and do this one, I am going to tightly pull it. Not super tight, but you do want to make sure you do have a nice grip on it. And then as I'm going, I'm just pressing it down. Now I'm getting to where the hook is for your sunglasses, and I'm noticing that my transfer tape is making an absolute pain in my booty. So I'm just going to trim my transfer tape a lot closer to my vinyl, just because it's wanting to get in the way of putting this down. So you just want to keep that in mind. And then you just wrap it around. Again, there is no right or wrong for how you do these. I probably should have put this a little bit closer because I see that I have a little overlap here. But again, we are our own worst critic. These do take a little bit of practice. This is my first one, so keep that in mind. A lot of times when you guys see my tutorials, they are not always ones that I have done yet. So I usually do my first projects with you guys. I think it makes it more real and a little bit more fun for me, actually, because I like to see if I can do it under pressure. So then you can take your beach please part, and if you there's a couple ways you could decorate. You can either put one here, which I didn't really want. I kind of wanted it to go on this part because I feel like this part's really like the part everybody sees. So we'll just go ahead and you're going to take your StarCraft Magic. Now I'm going to preface this with I should have welded. I did not realize some of my letters were actually touching when I did this. So if you noticed that in the video, my apologies. I totally should have welded. Just was not paying attention. So, oh well, no one will notice now that it's on. Nobody will see. So you can just lay your beach please logo down. These are really cute if you do like a monogram, or you do like maybe it's like Jackson family beach trip. You know, these are really good gifts. If you've got a friend that's maybe going on their honeymoon, you could put the new Mrs. Johnson, or whatever her new last name is. You could put their wedding date. These make really, really cute gifts. They're really cool for, you know, cruises, things like that, because you are going to be on the beach. So look at how pretty and sparkly this is. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I really love this deep purple with the periwinkle, with the bright pinks and oranges of the lemons. This thing is giant, by the way. I mean, really big. You can hold a lot with it. I love the little cell phone holder. I don't know how well my phone fits just because I have a huge case on it, but it actually fits pretty good. It'll keep it up off the sand, which is really nice. And it does have a sunglass key right here. I'll grab a pair. So this is one of the things I love about this one. It not only has the cell phone holder, but it also has a little hook for your sunglasses. And then you can put your cup right here. So nothing is going to have to sit in the sand with these, which I think is really, really fun. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm always happy to answer those for you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos all the time. Hit the bell icon because that will alert you to when I post a new video. Have a great day and happy crafting!